What if I told you that the junk sitting in your garage, basement, and recycling bin could transform your garden into the most productive and beautiful space in the neighborhood? While gardeners spend hundreds on fancy tools and gadgets, the smartest ones are turning everyday trash into garden treasures that work better than anything money can buy. Today, we're revealing 21 genius hacks that'll make you look at your garbage completely differently. Hack 21. Turn old pantyhose into plant ties and supports. Those runs in your wife's pantyhose don't mean they're worthless. They're actually the perfect plant ties that expand as your plants grow without cutting into stems. Cut pantyhose into strips and use them to tie tomatoes to stakes, secure climbing vines, or bundle plant stems together. Unlike wire or string, pantyhose stretches with plant growth and won't damage delicate bark or stems. The nylon material is weather-resistant and lasts for years in the garden, making it far superior to expensive plant ties from the garden center. You can also stuff pantyhose with soap slivers and hang them around the garden. Deer and rabbits hate the smell and will stay away from your crops. One pair of discarded pantyhose can provide enough ties for an entire season. Hack 20. Convert plastic milk jugs into self-watering planters. Those gallon milk jugs you throw away every week can become the most efficient watering system your plants have ever had. Poke tiny holes in the cap, fill the jug with water, and bury it neck deep next to thirsty plants like tomatoes or peppers. The water slowly seeps out through the holes, delivering moisture directly to the root zone where plants need it most. This system waters plants for up to a week, making it perfect for vacation watering or just reducing your daily garden chores. The slow, steady moisture prevents the boom and bust cycle that causes blossom end rot in tomatoes and cracking in other fruits. Paint the jugs black to prevent algae growth, and you've got a professional-grade irrigation system that costs you nothing. Hack 19. Use broken terracotta pots as drainage boosters. Don't throw away cracked or broken clay pots. They're garden gold for improving drainage in containers and garden beds. Break them into various sized pieces and layer them in the bottom of large planters before adding soil. The clay shards create air pockets that prevent waterlogged roots, while the porous material helps regulate moisture levels. You can also use large pot shards as plant labels by writing variety names with a permanent marker. They'll last for years and won't fade like plastic tags. Smaller pieces can be mixed into heavy clay soil to improve drainage and aeration, essentially creating your own soil amendment for free. The terracotta slowly releases minerals as it weathers, actually feeding your plants over time. Hack 18. Transform old colanders into perfect hanging planters. That dented colander from your kitchen makes an ideal hanging planter because it already has built-in drainage holes perfectly spaced for healthy root development. Line it with coconut fiber or burlap, fill with potting soil, and plant with trailing flowers or herbs. The metal construction is sturdy enough to support heavy soil and mature plants. The holes allow excess water to drain freely while providing excellent air circulation to roots, something expensive hanging baskets often lack. You can also use colanders as temporary plant holders when transplanting, letting you organize seedlings by variety or planting location. The handles make them easy to move around the garden, and the vintage look adds character that modern plastic planters can't match. Hack 17. Convert old ladders into vertical garden displays. That wooden ladder gathering dust in your garage can become a stunning vertical garden that maximizes growing space while adding rustic charm to your yard. Set it up against a fence or wall and use the rungs as shelves for potted plants, herbs, or small vegetables. Each rung becomes a different growing level, allowing you to grow dozens of plants in just a few square feet. The ladder design provides excellent air circulation and makes it easy to tend plants at different heights without bending or stretching. You can hang small pots from the rungs, rest larger containers on the steps, or even train climbing plants up the sides. This vertical approach is perfect for small spaces and creates an eye-catching focal point that neighbors will ask about. Hack 16. Use worn-out jeans as heavy-duty plant protectors. Those old jeans with holes in the knees have a second life as the ultimate plant protection system. Cut off the legs and slip them over young fruit trees or large plants to protect against deer, rabbits, and harsh weather. The denim is tough enough to withstand animal damage while allowing air and light to reach the plant. You can also stuff the legs with leaves or straw to create flexible plant supports that won't damage stems in high winds. The pockets are perfect for holding plant labels, small tools, or even slow-release fertilizer tablets. As the denim weathers, it becomes softer and more pliable while still providing protection. When it finally wears out completely, it can be composted since cotton is biodegradable. Hack 15. Turn plastic bottles into precision seed dispensers. Those plastic water bottles and soda bottles can become the most accurate seed planting tools you've ever used. Poke holes of different sizes in the caps to create custom seed dispensers for various seed sizes. Small holes for lettuce and carrot seeds, larger holes for beans and corn. This eliminates the frustration of trying to space tiny seeds evenly by hand. The clear plastic lets you see exactly how many seeds you're dispensing, preventing waste and ensuring proper spacing. You can make several bottles with different hole sizes and label them for specific crops. This technique is especially valuable for expensive seeds where everyone counts, and it makes succession planting much faster and more accurate. Hack 14. Convert old sinks into raised garden beds. That old kitchen or bathroom sink you're replacing doesn't belong in the landfill. It belongs in your garden as a unique raised bed with built-in drainage. The deep basin is perfect for root vegetables like carrots and potatoes, while the drain provides excellent water management. Position it at a comfortable working height to reduce back strain. Porcelain and cast iron sinks are incredibly durable and will last decades in the garden while developing a beautiful patina. The white surface reflects heat, keeping roots cooler in summer, and the thermal mass moderates soil temperature swings. You can even connect a hose to the drain for easy watering, or use the faucet holes for irrigation lines. It's functional art that produces food. Hack 13. Use old CDs and DVDs as bird deterrents. Those scratched CDs and obsolete DVDs create the most effective bird deterrent system without harming our feathered friends. Hang them throughout your garden where they'll spin and flash in the breeze, creating moving light patterns that keep birds away from ripening fruit and newly planted seeds. The prismatic effect creates rainbow flashes that are beautiful to humans but startling to birds. Unlike scarecrows that birds quickly learn to ignore, the constantly changing light patterns remain effective all season long. String several discs together to create wind chimes that add sound to the visual deterrent effect. The reflective surfaces also help direct more light to shaded plants, potentially improving growth in darker areas of your garden. Hack 12. Transform cardboard boxes into weed-suppressing mulch. Those Amazon delivery boxes piling up in your recycling can eliminate weeds better than expensive landscape fabric while actually improving your soil. Lay flattened cardboard directly over weedy areas, overlap the edges, and cover with a thin layer of mulch or compost. The cardboard blocks sunlight to kill existing weeds while slowly decomposing to feed earthworms and beneficial soil organisms. This technique is perfect for creating new garden beds without backbreaking digging or expensive herbicides. The cardboard holds moisture in the soil while allowing air and water to penetrate, creating ideal conditions for plant roots. As it breaks down over 6 to 12 months, it adds organic matter to the soil and creates pathways for roots to follow. It's sheet mulching, made simple and free. Hack 11. Use old tires as raised beds for heat-loving crops. Those worn-out tires from your last tire change can become the perfect growing environment for heat-loving plants like tomatoes, peppers, and eggplants. The black rubber absorbs and holds heat, creating a warm microclimate that extends the growing season and increases yields. Stack 2 or 3 tires for deeper root space and better heat retention. Fill the center with quality soil and compost, and you've got a raised bed that warms up weeks earlier than ground-level plantings. The rubber is flexible enough to expand with freeze-thaw cycles without cracking, and the round shape provides excellent drainage. Paint them with light colors if you're concerned about overheating, or use them as is for maximum heat absorption in cooler climates. Hack 10. Convert plastic containers into seed starting systems. Those clear plastic containers from the deli counter and bakery make perfect mini greenhouses for starting seeds. The clear lids create a humid environment that speeds germination, while the deep containers provide plenty of room for root development. Poke drainage holes in the bottom, and you've got a professional seed starting system for free. The rectangular shape makes efficient use of space under grow lights or on windowsills, and you can start dozens of seeds in each container. Label the outside with masking tape to track varieties and planting dates. When seedlings are ready to transplant, the clear sides let you see root development without disturbing the plants. These containers often work better than expensive seed starting trays because they're deeper and hold moisture longer. Hack 9. Use old pantry items as natural pest control. That expired spice rack and stale coffee grounds can become your most effective pest control arsenal without toxic chemicals. Sprinkle cinnamon around ant trails, use cayenne pepper to deter squirrels and rabbits, and spread coffee grounds to repel slugs and snails. These kitchen cast-offs are safe around children and pets while being surprisingly effective against garden pests. Garlic powder mixed with water creates a spray that deters most chewing insects, while used tea bags buried near plants slowly release tannins that many pests avoid. Even stale beer in shallow dishes attracts and drowns slugs more effectively than expensive commercial baits. Your kitchen waste becomes a complete integrated pest management system that costs nothing but works around the clock. Hack 8. Transform old furniture into garden storage. That dresser or cabinet you're replacing can become the ultimate garden storage and potting station. Remove or adjust shelves to accommodate tools, pots, and supplies, and you've got weatherproof storage that keeps everything organized and accessible. The flat top provides a perfect potting surface at comfortable working height. Old kitchen cabinets are especially valuable because they often have built-in drawers for small items like seeds, labels, and hand tools. Position them near water sources for easy cleanup, and add hooks to the sides for hanging tools. The enclosed storage protects supplies from weather and pests while keeping your garden area neat and functional. It's custom garden furniture for the cost of moving it outside. Hack 7. Use broken concrete as drainage and pathways. That old concrete driveway or sidewalk you're removing is perfect for creating drainage layers in raised beds and establishing permanent garden pathways. Break it into various sizes. Large pieces for pathway stepping stones, medium chunks for raised bed drainage, and small pieces to mix into clay soil for improved structure. Concrete is essentially artificial limestone, so it slowly releases calcium as it weathers, benefiting plants that need this essential nutrient. The irregular shapes lock together to create stable surfaces that won't shift or sink like gravel. Use it to line the bottom of deep raised beds. Create French drains in wet areas or build retaining walls for terraced gardens. It's free hardscaping material that improves with age. Hack 6. Convert old hoses into soaker irrigation systems. That leaky garden hose you're about to throw away can become the most efficient watering system in your garden. Poke additional holes every 6 to 12 inches along its length, cap one end, and connect the other to your water source. You've just created a custom soaker hose that delivers water directly to plant roots with zero waste. This system waters slowly and deeply, encouraging strong root development while preventing the leaf diseases that overhead watering can cause. Snake the hose through vegetable rows or around trees and shrubs, then cover with mulch to hide it and reduce evaporation. The slow water delivery means less runoff and better soil penetration than sprinklers, and you can control exactly where every drop goes. Hack 5. Use old sheets and towels as plant protection. Those worn-out bed sheets and threadbare towels are perfect for protecting plants from frost, harsh sun, and pest damage. Unlike expensive row covers, old linens are free, breathable, and easy to wash when they get dirty. Drape them over plants during cold snaps. Use them as shade cloth during heat waves, or create barriers against flying insects. The natural fibers allow air and moisture to pass through while blocking harmful elements, and they're much gentler on plants than plastic covers. You can even dye white sheets with natural materials to create colored shade cloth that filter specific light wavelengths for better plant growth. When they finally wear out completely, they can be composted or used as mulch. Hack 4. Transform plastic jugs into automatic plant waterers. Those large detergent and juice jugs can become sophisticated drip irrigation systems that water your plants automatically for days or weeks. Clean them thoroughly, poke tiny holes in the bottom, and bury them next to thirsty plants with just the neck showing. Fill with water and screw on a cap with a small hole for air exchange. The water slowly seeps out through the bottom holes, providing consistent moisture directly to the root zone where plants need it most. This deep watering encourages roots to grow down rather than staying shallow, creating stronger, more drought-resistant plants. Adjust the hole size to control flow rate, smaller holes for slower release, larger holes for thirstier plants. It's precision irrigation that costs nothing but works perfectly. Hack 3. Use old kitchen utensils as specialized garden tools. That drawer full of bent forks, dull knives, and worn-out spoons can become your most useful garden tool collection. Old forks are perfect for cultivating soil around delicate plants, while spoons make ideal seed planters and bulb diggers. Dull knives become precision weeding tools that can slice through roots without disturbing nearby plants. Large serving spoons are excellent for transplanting seedlings, and old ice cream scoops make perfect holes for bulb planting. Bent forks can be straightened and used as plant markers, while sturdy knives can cut twine, harvest vegetables, and divide perennials. These tools often work better than expensive specialty tools because they're designed for precision work and comfortable handling. Hack 2. Convert broken wheelbarrows into mobile planters. That wheelbarrow with the flat tire or cracked tub doesn't need to go to the dump. It can become a unique mobile planter that adds character to your garden. Drill drainage holes if needed, fill with quality soil, and plant with flowers, herbs, or vegetables. The mobility lets you move plants to follow the sun or bring them closer to the house for easy harvesting. Even wheelbarrows with structural damage can be stabilized and used as stationary planters in areas where their rustic appearance adds charm. The deep basin is perfect for root vegetables or plants that need extra soil depth. Position them at comfortable working height to reduce bending and use the handles as supports for plant labels or small tools. Hack 1. Turn household waste into complete compost systems. Your kitchen scraps, yard waste, and paper products can become the foundation of a complete soil improvement system that eliminates the need for expensive fertilizers and soil amendments. Layer green materials, kitchen scraps, fresh grass clippings, with brown materials, dry leaves, shredded paper, in any available container or designated area. This isn't just waste disposal. It's creating the most valuable soil amendment possible while reducing your environmental impact. The finished compost improves soil structure, retains moisture, provides slow-release nutrients, and supports beneficial soil organisms that protect plants from diseases. What starts as trash becomes the foundation of garden health, proving that the best gardening solutions often come from looking at waste as a resource rather than a problem. These 21 hacks prove that the best garden solutions aren't found in expensive catalogs. They're hiding in your own home, waiting to be discovered. Start looking at your trash with new eyes, and you'll never run out of creative ways to improve your garden for free. Hit that subscribe button and check out our next video about Depression-era gardening tricks that are making a comeback in modern backyards.